into pieces over the Yellow Sea soon after takeoff Friday, an embarrassing end to a launch that Pyongyang had infused with national pride during a week of high-level political meetings and celebrations. The state-run Korean Central News Agency said scientists, technicians and experts are now looking into the cause of the failure. World leaders were swift to denounce the launch, calling it a covert test of missile technology and a flagrant violation of international resolutions prohibiting North Korea from developing its nuclear and missile programs. Also on Friday, Kim Jong-un, who has been given several important titles this week meant to strengthen his rule, was named as first chairman of the powerful National Defense Commission, while Kim Jong-il became chairman for eternity. The announcement came during a meeting of the Supreme People's Assembly in Pyongyang. The Kwangmyong-song-3 satellite was fired from the Sohae satellite launching station in Tongchang-ri along the west coast at 7:38 a.m. local time. The rocket flew for just a few minutes, covering a little over 100 kilometers, to explode over a sea separating the Korean peninsula and China, far less than the last rocket in 2009 that traveled 3,800 kilometers, alarming Japan, which it flew over. North Korea acknowledged the failure hours later after the launch in an announcement broadcast on state TV, saying the satellite that the rocket was carrying had been unable to enter into orbit. North Korean space officials said the Unha-3 or Galaxy 3 rocket was meant to send the satellite into orbit to study crops and weather patterns, its third bid to launch a satellite since 1998. Despite the failure of the launch, South Korean jet fighters were on alert at the Gunsan military air base later on Friday. In Baingyong Island, which the rocket apparently flew over, it appeared to be quiet on Friday, although the South Korean military was on alert there too, and soldiers were visible on patrol. The rocket's destruction suggests the country has yet to master the technology needed to build long-range missiles that could threaten the United States. The launch is also a setback for the government of new leader Jong-un, which had projected the satellite as a show of strength amid persistent economic hardship, while he solidifies power following the death of his father, longtime leader Jong-il, 4 months ago.
This failure is a big deal. They've had other launch failures before as well, but this one is a huge deal because it is also Kim Jong-un's first attempt at really showing his muscle on the international stage, and that also failed. So his prestige is on the line, the prestige of the people that were working on that project, the prestige of the North Korean military, all of that is on the line.
Still, worries remain about North Korea's nuclear program amid reports that it may be planning an atomic test soon. In the meantime, Malaysia has strongly condemned the action of the North Korean regime in proceeding with its rocket launch. Foreign Minister Datuk Sri Anifah Aman said the North Korean regime's action was regrettable and unacceptable, as it may threaten regional stability. The move, he said, may complicate the current efforts to find a resolution to ease tensions on the Korean peninsula. However, Datuk Sri Anifah expressed hope that all parties on the Korean peninsula would exercise utmost restraint and not take actions that would worsen the situation in the region.